Hello, Jason Bellant, Feldman Chevrolet Highland, sitting here with Jeremy Pastori, our pre-owned manager. Just wanted to touch base on the mindset we have here at Feldman Chevrolet Highland, which is providing the most for the trade-in in Metro Detroit. So we've had that approach here for quite some time, and we have thousands of our customers that have obviously experienced that with doing business with us. But we want to get the word out there that we definitely value each and every trade-in a little differently than the rest of the market does, and we have a unique approach that we take with this. And I just wanted to get Jeremy in here, and he's really mastered that type of mindset and that experience, customer experience that we're looking to provide to thousands more of Metro Detroit's customers. So Jeremy, why don't you just touch base on what you've built here in of Highland, Feldman Chevrolet Highland, with the getting the most for the trade in Metro Detroit.
Yeah, so I mean, the first thing is, when a trade comes in, it's looking at all the different sources and valuing the vehicle as appropriately as possible. So you have auctions, to compare against. You have different book values like NADA and KBB and MMR, and there's just all kinds of stuff to look at. And I mean, you can stare at that data all day long, but at the end of the day, with a trade-in, you actually get to look at the car, see its condition, see how somebody maintained it. You can communicate with the seller. That's a lot better route to go for me to acquire inventory.
Sure.
Than buying a bunch of stuff from auction that I can't see. And I'm not helping a customer, move on to the next vehicle and get that loan paid off as quick as possible and move out of that car and into something different. And retain them as a client for the service side of things here, or anything else that we do. Retaining that customer and earning their business in all aspects is obviously the best way to go for us.
So with that said, I mean, we obviously sell a lot of used cars here, and we're top 10 in the state of Michigan, and we're obviously not content with that. We're really looking to push to top 5 by year end, and with the way our growth has been projecting here in the Q3 of 2020, we're definitely on track to obtain that. So let me ask you a question: how do we give the most for the trade and then sell so many pre-owned vehicles and still provide a great price and a competitive price to our consumers with that approach? How do you put that all together?
Well, I mean, essentially the market's changed and we've embraced that. I mean, we are a more volume-focused dealer. We kind of took a different approach than a lot of people, and like I said, times have changed. The last 20 years, instead of taking something in for super cheap and marketing it as high as possible, it's just not the way of the world anymore. So we pay everything we can. If I can give you, the most for that trade, I'm going to earn your business in a lot of other aspects. So I give you the most for that trade. I have a really good system with service worked out. We get that thing, checked and safetied and back through and onto the lot for the next person to acquire as quickly and as cheaply as possible. So I'm still able to turn around and flip that and still make it an attainable price point on the used market side for somebody else. So I mean,
Sure.
It's, like I said, it's just pushing and and basically eliminating our margin as much as possible and just focusing on selling 300, 400, 500 cars, at a very small margin, instead of trying to make thousands of dollars per unit and
Sure.
selling 50 cars a month. It's a bad recipe.
And I agree. So I mean, there's just a lot of different avenues and approaches in today's market. And the approach, like Jeremy said here, is let's just give the best deal to a consumer, when they buy a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle, and give them the best deal for their trade. We want everyone's trade. We're providing a great customer experience in here from pre-sale to post-sale. We have an outstanding service department that's open 24/7 to accommodate your needs. And what I mean by 24/7 is literally 24/7. We have auto technicians and support staff in the facility 24 hours a day to accommodate our customers. So with that said, regardless if you have a late model vehicle with low miles on it, or you have a pre-owned vehicle that's got some wear and tear on there and north of 100, 200,000 miles, we take each and every one of those cars in on trade. And we provide the most for trade-in on any type of make or model, mileage, age. Correct, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I came in this morning, there was 15 vehicles that were trade-ins over the last 2 days that were cleaned and prepped and ready, that went through our overnight process. all the way through service and all the way through detail through that night. They're ready to roll this morning.
Sure,
first thing.
sure. So what if somebody has, let's say, a check engine light on their trade, or needs tires, needs brakes, or let's say it has some damage on it, a fender bender, so on and so forth, some scuffs, some needs detailed. Do we still provide the most for the trade on a vehicle like that?
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, and a lot of that came from, building the same, mindset in service as well. I mean, they're also focused on a volume-based scenario. So, if I've got a check engine light and, a mechanic down the road says it's $800 to fix, but I know I can get it taken care of for $300-400, that's something that I'll get done and move it as quickly as possible. Instead of focusing on making that extra money, we'll just do 60 of those. And get them through a lot more quickly. So,
sure.
Service having the same mindset as us is that there's going to be a ton of cars flowing through, lots of trade-ins, lots of auction stuff, vehicles from everywhere, and the faster they can flow them through, the faster I can resell them and acquire more trades. So it's, like I said, it's all volume-based sales all the way through.
So when you're seeing today's market, obviously we're doing a lot more online transactions, correct? I mean, we're seeing that more and more every day. So with that said, can you still provide the most for the trade virtually with a lot of these consumers doing the sight unseen type appraisals?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the sales guys have been reaching out. They're acquiring VIN numbers, and if you got a couple pictures of your car, you can snap a few. It always helps just to show condition and overall cleanliness.
Sure.
We just acquire as much as we can digitally, which for most people is pretty simple. I mean, a couple pictures, shoot the VIN over, shoot the miles over. I can pretty much gauge what a car's worth. I mean, especially the lower mileage, newer stuff. That's very easy. I mean, there's a market that's easy to determine there. The higher mileage stuff, sometimes taking a look helps, but some pictures can generally get us everywhere we need to be.
Sure. I agree. So, and we also have some new tools that we're putting on our Feldman Chevrolet Highland website as well. We have a new Explore financing tool on there to where you can go in and play with your trade and play with a pre-owned or new vehicle and figure out your payment and such. And it's a really cool tool that we added that should be up sometime today on there. So please check that out. And like Jeremy said, just let us know that you have a trade-in, and if you have a busy schedule and or you have some pre-existing health issues and you don't want to come into the store with a COVID situation, that's fine. I mean, we provide everything in-house here, the same experience that we provide in-house, we provide digitally as well. So we'll get you that most for the trade, and if we can't, hey, let us know, and we'll buy you lunch, because we're definitely going to get you the most for the trade. So we're very confident in that, and like I said, we have thousands of consumers that have purchased from us that have experienced that type of behavior from us. So reach out to us, let us know, and we look forward to doing business with you. Thank you.